And trouble are my middle name. I was raised in the canebrake by
Yep.
an old mama lion. Can't know a high-tone woman
This
make me
song is for
walk the
Yoko
line. You
tonight.
load 16 tons.
And what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt.
St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause
Oh,
I
I won't
can't
go. I sold my soul to the company store. That is Yoko's song. Yeah. So we just did this mural of her. Let's just, John, I'm overwhelmed. I love it. Hold on. So we finished the documentary about John's, he's calling it an execution today. He always called it an assassination, and today he's calling it an execution. And his, what I came away from after watching that documentary with John was his deep love, respect, and concern for this woman. And my deepest feelings, Lena, for you, for having so much compassion for her. It was something that I really was nervous about when we reconnected, how you would perceive everything. Well, you know, in the beginning when John connected with me, I was just like a lot of you people out there. I said, no, he's with Yoko. That's the everyone knows that's the couple. Their marriage survived so much, and that's the couple. He must only just be my friend. I'm not sure why he's coming on to me this way. Not quite sure where he's coming from with that friendly behavior. Yeah. Which started pretty early on. But he was very clear, and he said, "No, Lena, we are the couple, but we have other partners along the way." And yes, she was a very important one to me, and I understood that always. And I have respect for anyone John chose to have in his life, including Mei Pang, the one that Yoko hand selected for John during his questionable period of wanderlust. Yes, you notice he went with the woman she chose. There's something to be said about that. I'm still not sure what it is, but it 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 speaks volumes for his respect for Yoko's judgment and for the partnership that they secured for themselves as a couple in this crazy world, especially for two artists to come together. Yeah, she's an artist. Whoever wants to argue about that, you're talking to a wall here. Might as well be talking to the wall. She's very, very strong. And what I came away with after watching that documentary, aside from John's existing love and respect for her, is again what she had to go through, losing a partner the way that John was violently taken out of the world, and suddenly becoming a single parent who really was not the hands-on parent. She was thrust into that role. It was their agreement that John did the heavy work with where Sean was involved. He was his, full-time companion for with aside from nannies. Yoko was working the business, which was what they worked out. She was still a loving mother, but that's the way it was. And so the last couple of days have been, I've been going through a lot physically, and it seems that I'm absorbing. She's really almost ready to cross over. And John is very busy helping her to transition. Not not very busy in a bad way, but he's there with her in many ways now, because she's got to make that transition, the final the final transition. She's the physical body is really holding on, but she is ready. I'm getting that Yoko is ready. Several years back, again, we did a video, and I mistakenly said that she crossed over, and John, you tried to correct me, and I was not picking up the signals. She had crossed over in a big way. Her mental faculties took a real downturn down here. But you got to understand, when that happens, your facilities hang on in the other dimension. So part of her had crossed over, and I misinterpreted it. I was very new at the telepathy, and I was a little bit jumping the gun with quite a few things. And so I'm very careful nowadays, because I always make sure, or try to make sure, that I'm hearing you correctly. Yes. Right now, Yoko is thanking us for paying tribute to her with this great picture, and I love it too. Yeah, she looks so beautiful. And soon she'll be with her twin flame in the afterlife. Although it is my understanding that they are very much connected now. So how do you feel, John? I feel like I got these two women on my hands, you and her. And she is like a mother figure to me. So it's like I'm holding her hand, like mommy's crossing over. And some days she has a really rough time, the way you have physically the pain, and you cry over certain things, and I got to be there holding your hand. And I'm also doing it with her, right? And I'm also trying to be there for Sean, who's her, primary caregiver, aside from a couple of nurses. But, he's her support system, her family here. And, it's like I said, when we're out here, the job is not done, right? And did you want to say anything else about that documentary? Just that Chapman was a pawn, and he was implanted, and he did not work alone, and he is not an evil person. He was a born victim. It happens. He was a born victim down here, and I don't wish you to say more at this time. Okay. Thank you, Lena. That's fine. I get uncomfortable talking about Chapman. One thing does remain: he is still a danger to himself and the world. It's not his fault, but he is, and he belongs incarcerated. But I will add one thing: his soul is elsewhere. All right, I encourage. We're not going to say any more. But read the documentary. Watch the documentary on streaming on Apple TV now. John Lennon, Murder Without a Trial. See what you come away with. I don't know if we'll return to that subject anytime soon. This year, I prefer to stay away from. That's why I'm covering this now and getting this out of the way. You know what I call it? My rebirthday, December 8th, 9th, the date of my assassination / execution. This year, I prefer to just have a purely celebratory time. during these weeks now coming up. We love this time of year. We love Thanksgiving. We love Christmas. We love it. And I want to just have that with you and with all of our loved ones that we are closely linked with on the home team, including Yoko, including Christopher, including everyone. Home team knows who they are. And no dwelling on, oh, that guy who shot him should go to hell. That's all just bullshit. It's all just nonsense. I don't want to talk about Catcher in the Rye. I don't want to talk about Salinger. I don't want to perpetuate that negative vibration. I'm happy. Things are going well. I love you. And I just want to concentrate on that now. Praise be God and Mother. The big man has spoken. I love you too, Johnny. You're numero uno, baby. Say it again. Numero uno. And here's the other heavyweight. There she is.